This is a 1948 Ford F1 short bed truck. She's on the old push button starter. You just barely touch her and she fires right up. And this is a sweet truck. I'm going to take it for a drive, show you around. I actually don't have anybody holding the camera for me. Kind of a testimony to how well it drives. My clutch pedal's just a little squeaky. You hear it squeak when I let it off. I think that always a testimony for me of how good a truck drives if I can do the video and drive a manual at the same time. So here's my finger test. A little bit of play, typical play in the steering wheel. But as you can see, I have no problem keeping it between the lines. It drives nice and straight. I'd say pretty much average for most Ford trucks like this that I get in. This is how they all drive. And I drive them like this with my finger. I can actually drive straight with just one finger on there. Kind of let my arm hang on the window. Brakes stop straight on this truck. They don't pull to the left or the right. I'm gonna pull in here to the cul-de-sac and let you guys check out this truck. There we go. It does not have power steering. So I'm gonna straighten the wheel out a little bit. So here's reverse. There we go. Now I'll straighten the wheel out so we can see the gauges and stuff. Oh, I meant to show you while we were cruising there. So the speedometer actually does work. The odometer is showing 41,922 miles. Not sure if that's original or not. The other gauges are not working. And they make a rebuild kit for these gauges. So lots of really cool features on this truck. Let me let you listen to the engine run first. This is the period correct flathead V8. And it just purrs like a kitten. This truck is just really dialed in. It runs out with plenty of power. So one of the things I was just saying that I love about this truck is actually the fact that the vent window delete has been put in. So originally they would have come with vent windows, but they make a kit where you can put a full-size window in, and this truck has that. Window rolls up and down. Now when you get about right there, it's wanting to hang up just a hair, touch that door knob, and I think what's going on inside there is that the regulator on that is just bent slightly, and honestly, if I would have just pulled the panel off and bent it a little bit, it probably wouldn't even hang up. But look at how easy it rolls up and down. So if I leave that door in the upper position like that, it rolls right up and down. So just little stuff. So, and I try to be real honest about everything that I can. So for example, period correct. I know that's a 239 flathead V8. But I'm not positive that it's the original V8 to this truck. Now, if it's, you know, that when you pull the block numbers with the old Fords, you know, you get, you don't always, you know, you get something that was made maybe from 47, 48, 49, or something like that. So oftentimes period correct can be end up being matching numbers. If you have questions about that, you can call me. I can explain that more. I know that sounds controversial. So let's walk around the truck first and give you a kind of, this is my 15-foot glimpse at the truck. And this is a really sharp 15-footer driver, you know, quality truck. It's not a $35,000 show truck, but that's not what I do here at Peachtree Classic Cars. I try to specialize in these driver quality vehicles, and I try to find good deals on them. We don't mark them up a whole lot, pass them on to the next guy. We do this because it's fun. We do make a little money at it. It's our living, but man, I love trucks like this. So previous owner went through, did the body. It's got a little bit bigger tires. These are actually name brand tires, and a lot of the old vehicles that I get in, you know, they have the kind of the cheaper version of tire on it. Somebody put Cooper Discovery HT3s on there. These are expensive tires. These are actually the original 16-inch wheels. They've been cut and widened So now they're 9 inches wide, and this looks really, really sharp with these nice big fat meaty tires, and it makes it really cruise down the road really nice. And then you've got the beauty rings and the original hubcaps back on there. Actually, those are repop hubcaps if we're being technical, but the original style. So getting back on this body, I want to show you the body looking down this truck is actually very straight, and overall the body's straight. When you get right up on it, it's got a few little imperfections. I want to just go around and show you. So this fender looks really good, and so does the hood. As I come around here and get just behind the hood down here, you'll notice that there's a few paint drips right there. A wet sand and buff on a few paint drips on this truck would bring this paint job up to the next level. Again, right around the back of the cab, there's a few spots here where skim coat was not applied. Usually body guys would come back here with some skim coat to level this all out, sand it out. And I think that he didn't want to put any more, he didn't want to put any Bondo in the truck. So, and this was kind of the quality he was looking for. So if you wanted it to be perfect, you would actually probably have to skim coat this and touch it up. And we do have the paint code right here inside the glove box. So that's actually the paint code for the color on the truck, which is really nice because you can have more paint matched up. So I don't want to beat this truck up too much because it's, like I said, a really good looking 15-footer truck. Another thing that's awesome about this truck is it was restored correctly with the right bed on it. This is the 1948, original 1948 bed. And so that has this little curve, this, plate that's been pressed in to the bed that the 48s had. And a lot of guys, when they're restoring these, they find whatever bed they can, usually a 50, 51, 52 bed, and it's flat there. So that's a nice little addition. Nice and straight. You can see how straight the bed is, and this rear fender. This tailgate appears to be actually maybe a repop, brand new tailgate. I think it almost looks too good to be the original. The inside of this bed, same thing. It's not all beat up, nice and clean. Got a matching spare tire. Even had the spare widened with a nice big Michelin tire on it. The only thing is the tire itself doesn't match, but it's brand new. But the wheel and the setup, if you wanted to really make it match, put a beauty ring in there. And then this is just like a nice high quality piece of plywood that's been laid in here. I was gonna do a bed kit, but I didn't want to make the decision for the next owner as to what bed kit would go in it. I like poplar. A lot of people like to put oak in. And we've got some bed strips, but they turned out to be the wrong strips for this truck. They turned out to be Chevrolet strips, and I didn't want to put the wrong bed kit in. So we put this nice looking piece of plywood in, and anybody walking by wouldn't notice without taking a super close look. So it looks really sharp, and it's not very expensive to order a bed kit, even if you want to order one online, including the wood cut and ready to rock and roll. About $350 and an afternoon to put it in. So continuing on here, you'll see how straight the side of this bed is. I mean, really great. Fenders are in awesome condition. Cab corners in great shape. This side of the body and cab looks really good. If you get really close up to it, you'll see, again, not perfectly blocked and skim coated here. Same thing along the top, if you can see that. I'm trying to show that with the camera. A few little spots there where it wasn't perfectly blocked. And then coming around this front fender as well. Just trying to give you a real good inspection. The lights work. Now here's another really cool thing that I love about this truck. This is the coolest, period correct style or old school style turn signal indicator that I've ever seen. And it's actually hooked up and working. You can hear it clicking there. So if we go to the back, you can see these, even the turn signals are hooked up. So that's really, really cool. Really love that. Well, I don't want to get too long on this video, so let's keep on going. Nice, clean interior, uncut, unmolested dash. It's got the new, a new chrome bezel right smack dab in the center. Horn button is there, but it doesn't work. It's got a newer floor mat, rubber floor mat. Looks really good. A little bit of dirt here because we've been driving it, but that cleans up nice. Brand new seat cover. Really, really clean. This is from LMC. I buy these from LMC, and we just covered the seat. Does not have a headliner in it if you wanted to put a headliner in it. Then you'll notice there are a few little dents here. Actually, a tree branch fell on the top of this truck, and if we look at it from the top, you can see that it does have some Bondo in it. It was blocked out a little bit and painted. So if you wanted this to be perfect, you probably want to you probably want to sand that down. Like I said, if you want this truck to be perfect, you're going to have to do a little bit of touch-up paint and a little bit of body work to it. But to me, the truck's perfect as it is, and I say that because of the price. You know, when you buy a truck like this, you don't have a ton of money in it. You don't have $35,000. And I you know, my philosophy on a truck like this is leave well enough alone. It's a beautiful truck. So I want to get up underneath it and show, actually before I do that, if I pick this, you'll notice the back of these floor pans, of course they're a little dusty. Like I said, I've been driving the truck, so every time I clean it and then I drive it, I get it dusty. I live on a dirt road. But look at how clean these floor pans are. They look awesome. And then when you get, and I'll show you from up underneath, but when you get up under it, you'll see there's a little patch that's been done here and some fiberglass. That's the only major rust that I've seen on the truck. So I'll show you that spot now from down below. It's been patched there. You can see there's some steel's been put into there. But if you take a look at the rest of the truck, here, so here's, I told you I'd show you the floor pans underneath. Those are the original floor pans and they are in really great shape. These are the step-ups. Inner fender well in the front. And even this, you know, this truck was taken apart and painted. So you notice you don't have a ton of overspray down here on the, you got a little bit right there, but you know, don't have a bunch of overspray on the frame. Try and get, I got these oversized tires in here, so I'm trying real hard to get the camera in. Take a look at how clean these inner fender wells are. Brand new chrome bumper in the rear. Nice and clean underneath. It's just a really well taken care of truck. Again, inner fender well on this side, nice and clean. You can see that it's been painted to match the truck, and that's what I really like to see. They took the fenders off to paint the truck and then put them back on. And I think there's actually a little strip of rubber that can go right in the middle of there, and that's obviously missing. Same on this side, nice clean step-ups. Of course, the frame rails are rust-free. I mean, you've got superficial surface rust. Got new hard lines. You can still see the stickers on the hard lines to the brakes. And you've got new soft lines in the back. I don't know if you can see that far over there. And the brakes do stop nice and straight. It's got a new front end rebuild with new kingpins and bushings. And I just had the alignment done at Theo's Automotive, which is a Napa certified dealer, Napa certified mechanic. So that's got a 2-year, 24,000 mile warranty. See how clean the inner fender wells are on this. So I don't want to get too long. Try and finish up here pretty quick. Just want to show how clean underneath this truck is. And this is how I got it. I didn't put it up on the lift and blast it. This is how I got it from the previous owner. And the previous owner is an older gentleman. These are my favorite guys to buy trucks from. These guys take good care of this stuff. I mean, even going out and spending, I mean, shoot, guy spent, was including with a matching tire in the, you know, to put a spare tire on the back, I don't know, $800 just on tires alone, and probably a $50, $75, maybe even $100 a piece just to have the original wheels widened, to keep the original wheels. I mean, so guys like this are trying to pay their best to pay attention to detail. They're still, you know, oh, another thing, so brand new glass, like I said, it has a vent delete, brand new windshield, brand new weather stripping around the windshield, all new weather stripping in chrome here along the window, brand new window in the rear and new weather stripping there. So there you have it. What a really beautiful truck. Like I said, not perfect. I've shown you some imperfections, but man, a good wet sand and buff on this truck and would really bring the paint up to the next level if you really wanted to. I don't think it's necessary. If I was going to keep this truck, I live out on 20 acres and I'd drive it just like it is. It starts easily. The gears shift through real easy. A little squeaky on that clutch pedal. I probably could spray a little WD-40 and get that to go away. But clutch feels really good. It steers like a 1948 Ford truck, but it goes straight down the road. And I think somebody's going to have a really fun time with this truck.